Imagine walking down the street and you see Adam Sandler, a huge movie star, net worth in the hundred of millions, and the man is dressed like he just rolled out of bed at a college dorm. Baggy basketball shorts, oversized t-shirt, and socks halfway up his shins. If I Don't Care What You Think was an outfit, it would be him. Or what about meeting Keanu Reeves on the train, sitting there in a regular jacket, old boots, plastic bag in his hand like he just got groceries. No entourage, no Rolex in your face, just a dude, a normal dude. Or Mark Zuckerberg, who could literally buy a fashion brand, still showing up in the same gray t-shirt and hoodie combo, like he spawned straight out of a tech startup meme. And here's the interesting part. These men already made it. They have the money. They have the fame. They have the status most people spend their whole lives chasing. And yet they don't seem interested in looking successful. And the interesting thing is, that same shift happens to some men in normal life too. The guy who used to be super polished, chasing titles, chasing status, looking fly, and then one day, it's like he took off the costume. He stops dressing to impress. He stops posting grind set quotes. He's not trying to look rich, smart, sexy, or like the main character anymore. From the outside, it can look like, wow, he really let himself go. Or, damn, what happened to him? Or, is this guy depressed? But internally, something very different might be going on with him. Today, we're talking about those men, the ones who stopped performing success, the ones who don't care about looking successful anymore. Why they do it? What does it cost them? And why don't they care about looking successful anymore? Let's start with the one quiet rule that most men grow up with. The rule that your value is what you produce and how successful you look producing it. Everyone says, make money, be strong, look like you have your life together. And whatever you do, don't look like you're losing. So a lot of men build something I call a performance version of themselves. A version that looks successful. Your clothes say something, your job title says something, your car says something, even your Instagram posts say something. It's like running a tiny PR agency for yourself. From the outside, it can look very impressive. Nice job title, sharp clothes, good watch, but inside, it's tiring. Because part of your brain is always scanning the room. Do they think I'm successful? Do I look like I belong here? Am I falling behind? It's basically fight or flight in a button-up shirt. So what makes a guy stop caring about looking successful? Well, usually it's not one big moment that causes it. It's usually something that builds up quietly, and we'll go through a few common triggers in a bit. But as you hear these triggers, you might recognize one, maybe two, maybe something you didn't even realize had been weighing on you. If you do, please share in the comments. Let's start with the most common one, burnout. Oh, this one is brutal. You've been pushing yourself for years, trying to build something and make something of yourself. You wake up early, you go to work, you try to move up, you try to keep your body in shape. You try to keep your image clean because you feel like people are watching. Your boss, your friends, your family, even strangers online. And every day feels like a test. You desire so much to look the part for them. So you keep pushing, even when you're tired, even when your mind feels full, even when you don't even know why you're doing half of it anymore. And slowly, something inside you starts to just burn out because you're exhausted from trying to hold everything together all the time. So one day, you stop trying to look impressive. You just want the pressure to stop for a minute, and that trigger does it for you. A second trigger is experiencing a big loss or failure. This is when something hits your life really hard. Maybe you lose the job, or the company collapses, or that relationship ends, or maybe you even get a health scare. And suddenly, the image you worked so hard to protect cracks. People see you fall, people see you vulnerable, and some of them don't even care. And once that happens, something changes inside of you. You start thinking, if the image can break this easily, why am I killing myself trying to protect it? The third trigger is a strange one. It's the realization that success didn't fix anything. I mean, think about it. You actually get the things you were chasing. The job, the money, maybe even the car, maybe even the respect. For years you had thought, when I get there, I'll finally be happy. So you pushed, you sacrificed, you kept going. And then one day, you arrived. You were finally successful. You could afford to now look successful, and you do. But the quiet truth hits you. You still feel anxious. You still feel lonely. You still lie awake some nights wondering if something is missing. You are still not fulfilled despite looking fulfilled. That moment can mess with your head because now you know something you didn't want to know, that the success is not the goal. Happiness is. So now you want to be more focused on being happy than looking successful. The last trigger is simple, and many men can definitely relate. And that trigger is that you just got tired of impressing people, tired of shaping yourself so you look successful, tired of the pressure, because life itself is hard enough, isn't it? So you stop. You wear the same hoodie again, and you don't care who notices. You stop chasing titles that sound good at dinner parties. And when people notice, they ask, what happened to you? Why don't you care anymore? Are you okay? But unknown to them, for the first time in a long time, you actually feel a little lighter because you're not performing anymore. If we want to be honest with ourselves, we will agree that looking successful is a full-time job. When a man lets that go, there's usually a weird mix of feelings. First, you feel relief. Oh my God, I can breathe. I don't have to be on all the time. Then, shortly after, you feel panic. That thinking that if I'm not the successful guy, who am I? Will anyone respect me? You also feel a tinge of grief. Thoughts like, am I losing my identity? What's happening to me? And then finally, you feel a quiet freedom, which is the climax. You finally realize that not everything you do needs to be Instagrammable anymore. You can be yourself without trying to fit a success mold. You can read a book and not post it. You can enjoy cheap coffee and not turn it into hustle culture content. You can step out of your crib without worrying about who you might run into. And a lot of men, when they finally stop performing success, realize, wow, I haven't actually been breathing for years. I've been holding my stomach in for the photo. And you would think, what's the big deal? Well, I'll tell you, when a man stops trying to look successful 24/7, a few good things often start happening. He's not constantly comparing himself to everyone's highlight reel. He's not waking up every day thinking, how do I prove myself today? He starts making real relationships. The people who only liked his image slowly disappear. The people who actually like him, the unfiltered, unbranded version, become clearer. He has more energy for real life. Because when you're not spending half your day managing your image, suddenly you have time for hobbies, sleep, friends, and actually being present. And then he finds out what he actually enjoys. Without the pressure to optimize everything, he remembers, oh yeah, I like music. I like walking. I like stupid memes. I like quiet. Let's not romanticize it though. When a man drops the performance identity, a few hard things could happen. And that's why men who go this route should be applauded because they are heroes. Many men can testify that if you don't look successful, some people talk to you like you're not ambitious, not intelligent, or not going anywhere. Friends, colleagues, even family might respect you less because you don't fit their picture of what a winning man looks like. And because of all this, you can start doubting yourself, wondering if you made the right choice. And you know what? You did. If a man drops the performance, stops chasing the image, and becomes bitter, checked out, and cruel to people around him, that's not growth. But if a man becomes calmer, kinder, more present, more real, even if he looks less successful on paper, that's a very different story. You separated your worth from your image. That's not failure. That is success. If you're a man watching this and you've stopped caring about looking successful, or you want to, here are a few questions to sit with. Am I dropping the performance because I'm tired of pretending, or because I'm tired of trying at all? When I imagine living more honestly without all the image, do I feel lighter or do I feel empty? Who in my life only respects the success costume, and who respects the person? And if you know a man like this, the friend who used to be that guy and now just kind of exists in his sweatpants, instead of asking, what happened to you? Try, hey, what changed for you lately? You might find out he didn't crash. He just stopped auditioning, and that's okay. If this hits a little too close to home, that's probably because on some level, you're tired of running your own PR agency. You don't have to swing to the other extreme and stop showering, stop trying, and move into full goblin mode. But you are allowed to want a life that feels real, even if it doesn't always look successful. That's the thing about men who stop trying to look successful. From the outside, it looks like the end of their story. But a lot of the time, it's actually the first honest chapter of their life. So tell me, what do you think about Keanu Reeves anyway?